I want to start off and then congratulating you to the, you're nominated in the competition section for your very touching movie, Middle of Nowhere, which is also your second feature movie.
That's right.
You know, I really praise that, you know, a female director who also writes the scripts and also portrays women. I think that, you know, the film industry needs this.
Yes, we do.
And I know that you've also been working a lot on organizing African American film festivals and theatrical releases for Black independent films, which also resulted in you funding, if I say correctly, African American Film Festival Releasing Movement.
That's right.
Could you just give us a bit of input on that?
Well, I'm glad you asked me about AFFIRM, the African American Film Festival Releasing Movement. Basically, it's a new idea in America to allow Black independent filmmakers to actually release their films. We have a real difficult time in America getting independent films that are of color, whether it be Latino, Asian, African American. It's hard to get those into the theaters through the studio system. So this is a kind of outsider way to get them in. And we had a bunch of really powerful film festivals around the country who came together and said, we're going to do the work. And so we worked together to release films in theaters. Right now, Middle of Nowhere, my film that's playing here at Stockholm, is in 25 cities around the country in the United States. LA, New York, Detroit, Chicago, San Francisco, big cities. And so we just continue to find new ways to release films. And
well, congratulations.
Get new voices out there.
But I also read that, you know, you have 10 years of experience within marketing.
Yes.
Have you sort of been influenced, because you're quite dynamic, you're not only directing and writing, you're also, you know, doing this movement. And has this been part of having that in your background? Has that sort of made an impact in your career as a filmmaker? Yeah,
absolutely. I thought for a long time that I was behind as a filmmaker because I didn't make my first film until I was 33. And so I wasn't straight out of film school 21-year-old, and I thought that I'd wasted all those years as a publicist. But what I've really found is that every single, you know, skill set and experience that I had in publicity and marketing is helping me as a director, helping me as a distributor in ways that I couldn't even imagine. So it was really the right path, and they did inform each other.
And I also think that's a source of inspiration. You mentioning that, you know, 33, you thought it was a bit late.
Yes.
And still, I mean, probably with the themes that you're portraying, you need the experience to be able to also portray those themes.
Absolutely.
This year, the theme is power. It's interesting also to hear out of a woman's perspective. How do you define power? What is power, you know, in your perception?
To me, power is really personal. You know, it's a personal attribute. You know, we often traffic in the idea that power is something outside of us, you know, the government, money, possessions, but really, you know, personal power is the most impactful. You know, I've met people that have not a lot of belongings and are so powerful in their presence, in their personhood. So I really think that it's something that we all are challenged to find in our own life, our own personal power, to be able to walk into a room and, you know, be present and stand your ground and hold your space. And so that's what I strive to find.
So you have any film in the pipeline?
Yes, right now I'm making a documentary, because I also make docs, a documentary about the tennis player Venus Williams.
Oh.
Yeah, and a very interesting time in her life, just a 3-year period where she fought for fair pay, equal pay at Wimbledon. Up until 2007, men and women got different, unequal prize money. Men got more. And she didn't like that. So she launched a full campaign, she took it to Parliament. She got the UN involved, and she overturned it. So it's a documentary looking at that campaign.
Wow, women power.
Yeah, for sure.
I like it. I'll look forward to seeing that. And okay, the Stockholm International Film Festival, it's your first time. What would you, of your sort of impressions so far, could you summarize it in one sentence?
I think my definition of the Stockholm Film Festival so far has been, if I could boil it down to one word, open. I've traveled to many festivals all over the world, and I feel like there's an openness to this film festival that's really beautiful. It's international, so I've met filmmakers from all over the world, but I feel like everyone I've met in the city has been very open and kind and welcoming to me, and I equate that also to the cinematic expression, just a very open flow of ideas on screen. So I think it's really beautiful.
The film festival will be flattered.